to everybody why you were like, I just so important to hip hop. And then when you think about hip hop as a whole.
Oh, okay, go quick.
I ain't gonna stress you out. Alright, step on back.
That boy spit too. Is that Kendrick?
Yeah, that's a new. And JC, yeah.
That's Sugar.
Yeah.
Spitting on that Drake, man.
Jay,
Yeah, that's a JC. Yeah. What's up, dog? How you doing? This is your own famous Paradise Grace from the X-Can, Black Corner, the Zulu Nation, one hood, baby, represent my people. No more local dog, JP, push your button. What's up, button pusher? You know, today we're at the R.A.R.E Studios in East End Friendship in Pittsburgh, PA, and tonight we're glad to bring to you Pittsburgh Hip Hop Summit, where we're going to bring some of Pittsburgh's hottest young stars, hottest young people, and a couple of old heads who know the game of hip hop here in Pittsburgh specifically. And why it's so important to do this is because Pittsburgh has a lot of veteran and elder knowledge in hip hop. There's a lot of people who have been able to have success in hip hop. And tonight we're here to share.
I don't know if anybody's ever performed. Any performers here? Any other performers here? Like, the chord ever be like right in your way to where you almost step on it, but then you look, you pull that joint out, oh shit. But you gotta have cordless mics, this is the best right there. But my name is Chris, stands for Coordinating Higher Riches, Infinitely Shine. I'm an artist here in the city of Pittsburgh. Straight hip hop. I've worked with a couple of fellas y'all gonna see tonight, but I wanted to shout out Larry for having me out, R.A.R.E, One Hood, everybody for having me out here tonight. Definitely get these jams on for y'all. But this first joint, it's gonna be called Difference off my first tape, Daydreams of a Sleepwalker. But we're gonna get right in. Cheers. Turn it up for me one time. Shit. Yeah. We got hip hop fans? Check. They want the lights and camera flashes on the big chance. But I already shine, so I don't need fans. Spit the truth in pursuit of a unique thing. We all gonna get it. I just do it different. They want the lights and camera flashes on the big chance. But I already shine, so I don't need fans. Spit the truth in pursuit of a unique thing. We all gonna get it. Check. This is the intro to me on the tempo. Band works together with the right instrumental. And if you ain't catch the line, then you're simple. Complex sentences, spitting it with my info. To me, you couldn't hold a candle. Blackout flow. And spray his words like a vandal. Finish them off with the right pitch. So you can even fix your eyes on Chris or lay sick. Went to school on the block with the old heads. Mount 10 and do until they cold red. I'm a monster. Bonafide problem, honest. I can hit the ball like harness. On the beat, the heat too much to harness. The voice and the look, they go jaws like a harness. If rhymes was weight, I'd be the strongest. The intellect intends to set rap as a conference. Yeah, they want the lights and camera flashes on the big chains. And I already shine, so I don't need fans. Spit the truth in pursuit of a unique thing. We all gon' get it. I just do it different. They want the lights and camera flashes on the big chains. And I already shine, so I don't need things. Spit the truth in pursuit of a unique thing. Check. Look, lyrics inclined. Then the bitch will lead the blind. If he ain't nice, then their body is leaving their mind. Legally blind, not to see the truth as it shines. Hit the booth, grab the mic and yell, the city is mine.
When you think that you feel like, say, Mac Miller got on, right? If you study, if you follow his career a little bit, right? What do you think got him on? The one, if you had to name one thing that really helped you push, what would you say?
Care about fans, I would say.
A personal interaction with his fans, right? Alright. Anybody on the panel would agree to that? Would agree with a personal interaction with his fans? I'm not talking about Mac Miller specifically, but a personal interaction with your fans helps out, right? Alright. So who on this panel has been really good at that? B. White. B. White has been very good at keeping that underground loyalty really strong. He just had a show. When was that show? The Rex Theater. It was a couple of weeks ago, right? March 13th, right? So, B. White, who's been rapping since when? Rapping like when you put out what
I dropped my first tape in, excuse me, 08.
Oh wait. So you've been able to keep this fan base growing and growing.
I would hope. If it don't, I'd have hung it up. But yeah, it grows. It does grow, but it's hard. We got to keep at it. You got to stay. 100. It's got to be your job,
Right.
While you have another job,
Right.
for the most part. So.
Yeah. So for you, that show, and I know a lot of people in this crowd might see 58 cities like everywhere. Like Different Jones, I seen one at the shop and Save in West Mifflin yesterday. I seen one the other day at Baroga Mall. I just be seeing they pop up everywhere. So the merch is one thing that these fans is really grabbing on a regular basis, and that's something that Matt took a little bit longer to do as far as that goes. But for you, how have you been able to grow your fan base year after year, except for just putting out the quality music?
It has to start with the quality of music. That's where it has to start. But other than that, I do attribute a lot of it to the internet. You know what I mean? Like I credit Facebook with a lot more to help my career than Twitter ever has. Twitter helps people know who I am. Right. So when it comes to me, selling out a show or something like that in the bird, that's Facebook. That's what it is. People sleep on Facebook, but that's what it is. But I credit a lot of it to the internet. And other than that, just the constant grind, man. You gotta be there. You gotta be here. You gotta be those places. Even if you don't want to be there, you gotta be there.
Yeah.
You gotta work.
You agree with that? Did you see back then? Were you in the scene, D-West? Were you in the scene when he was really out here, with us? No? He did a lot for people. He did a lot for the whole the thing. But he really popped off.
I see a lot of people in this room that I've dealt with, I've done business with, we've had interaction, I've reported for you, come to me for advice, whatever the case may be. And a lot of people know that I fly solo, so sometimes that might come off as he doesn't want to do nothing with me, but anyone who knows me knows I always reach out. And he said, how do you make it work, right? How do you make it work? So you got to figure out what makes it work for you. And what simply just worked for me was I just keep my head to the ground. Everyone knows this. I just keep my head to the ground. If you tell me I need something done by next Friday at noon, I have it for you next Friday at noon. You see? If you need it a month from now, I got it for you a month from now. If I say I'm going to be at the session, I'm at the session. So I think the most important thing, even beyond fan interaction, even beyond money, even beyond anything, is that if you're gonna do something, just do it. It's as simple as that. But you'll get people who they'll book time, maybe they won't come. Or they'll say they're gonna get the front page of that Piff, and then their car breaks down. And then they can't get the front page of that Piff. So all I'm gonna say is, just follow through on your words, that's all. I think right now we're just at that crossroads 50-50. Some of us are pulling through 100%, and the other ones aren't. We all gotta pull our own weight in order to pull all the weight.
All right. JJ, I want to talk to you for a minute, man. What is your single most important thing that you've done so far in your career that you feel like has helped you out?
Single most thing, important thing probably be fan interaction.
Whenever you guys see me, I'm pushing out JPP. Why? Because I believe at some point it's going to bring me an income. So I push it, and I'll film you, and I'll film you, and I'll film you, and I'll push it as if it's already creating a media and money for the area of Pittsburgh. So I would just suggest you all practice, 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 and study your craft.
As a young artist, what I would say is that.
Well, it's not there. Y'all go around, so y'all did it right. So I want to hear the strength from y'all, unless you don't want to, which is a problem. We can go to the weaknesses.
I just want to listen a little bit as well.
All right, Ron.
So, when I look up there, I see like artists and professionals who are all from a different area, like took a different path.
Just
like, there's a kid who goes to a bus stop and home that wears a 58 shirt and but I was going to disagree with what both of you just said about being like a community in the scene. There are many sub-scenes. Many of them are not represented here. So, you know, when we say we see community of art, it's that particular scene. I'm just going to use backpackers and trap rappers right now. Trappers, they'll have shows. You don't see backpackers. Backpackers have shows. You don't see trap rappers. These people, they don't even know who they are a lot of the time. Oh, that's a backpacking show, I'm not going to go. There's been many shows at the Shadow Lounge where the trap rappers and the gang rappers are like, I'm not going there. That's a backpack kind of place. So I don't see the unity or any of that at all. I mean, there are people that do try to extend themselves and get involved in other scenes. I made that one of my personal agendas, and I mean, even outside of music, like I'm in the burlesque scene, I do belly dancing, like I do all this shit because I'm an artist, and it's my job as an artist to get myself out there and make these connections and meet with people. I did cuss. I'm 34 years old. I have a PhD. I can cuss all I want. But so from my experience and being an artist, a promoter, everything that I do, all the events that I do, I don't see that. And the other thing I don't see is artists coming out just for the sake of coming out. A lot of times, these artists won't come out if they're not performing. Period.
Hold on. Hey, give Chicken a chance. He's from a different part. All right.
Almost every single person up on the stage, I have at least maybe one song called Seven Shake. But I'm telling you, as a DJ who's been doing my thing for 27 years, a whole artist parties, I go everywhere, but I can't get music from everybody. So it's kind of like B. White is playing Homewood, whether he knows it or not, he can play it Homewood. Chicken will get played in Wiki Sports. But they don't teach you no music. So we're talking, like, to me, we're putting the cart way before the horse. We're not addressing things that really need to be addressed in that situation. Okay?
Church.
You have a very, very valid point in the sense that you've been here for a short period of time. You only hear music in a certain area.
It's not that. It's I go to shows just to go to shows. Like I like the music, and you don't see certain people at the shows. Like you're not to show your face. It's a performance art.
Because to address one small thing that even got to a point where they only like certain artists. See, I come from an era where I love hip hop. I love hip hop. So if there's a hip hop show going on, I'm there. I don't have to be from that.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
Now we've got to the point where you're not from that area or not from that area. It's gotten that.
My first performance was actually with BJ Shetty, whether he knows it or not, at Shetty High School. But anyway, I am an artist. I've been doing my thing here probably since about 06, 07 locally. And I've worked with JKJ,